Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of DS9, and 2 more episodes that I'm actually really excited about by the titles alone. We are starting with episode 6 of season 4, Starship Down, which sounds really awesome. And then we are heading into season 4, episode 7, Little Green Men. I just had a live stream for my Shakar family business episode, and people were saying that Little Green Men is a very fun episode, so I'm really excited for that. It just sounds like a really interesting and fun title. Every single episode of DS9 season 4 so far has been absolutely phenomenal. Like, I'm not even joking. It's the best, some of the best, if not the best episodes of Star Trek DS9 so far, and that's only the first 5 episodes, so I am so excited to see what Star Trek DS9 has to bring this week. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn the light. We said what color? It should be boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm gonna go green for Little Green Men. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you head to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come out up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Patreon live streams, merch, movie polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's start with episode 6, and I hope you enjoy my reaction to season 4, episode 6 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Starship Down.
In the Gamma Quadrant to discuss problems that have surfaced regarding our recent trade agreement.
That looks really cool. Oh, these guys.
Unfortunately, we have found there is very little profit in doing business with the Federation.
Oh, what?
Hard-working people. You have to feel for them.
Need I go on, Captain?
The Ferengi are trying to scam them out.
These are the results of the last weapons drill, sir.
Oh my god, look at my man, Admiral Worf.
These response times are unacceptable, Ensign.
Oh, I guess he's not an admiral. Commander, my bad.
By 15%. Schedule another drill.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, he runs a tough ship.
Anniversary of the emissary's arrival, we fast to show our gratitude to the prophets for sending him to us.
Oh, that's interesting.
All morning with Quark and Hannock. I'll bet he wishes he had gone.
Yeah, he'd rather go down celebrating.
Red alert. Captain Sisko to the bridge.
Jem'Hadar warships? Oh, there's some interesting conversations. We have the Ferengi trade stuff. We have Sisko being the emissary. We have Jem'Hadar warships. Like, I don't really know what this episode's going to be about at all, but it could be about any of those 3 topics. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. This intro, man, it makes me dance every time, I swear.
Powering up their weapon systems, they are targeting
no.
the Karma ship.
They're here to punish us for meeting with you.
But they're not going to punish the Federation.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of the USS Defiant. Stand down, or we'll be forced to...
Oh, they did not stand down.
Tell your people to hold position. We can't protect them if they run.
The Karma aren't responding to our hails.
Oh, interesting. Oh my god, this is so awesome.
I'm reading wind speeds of over 10,000 kilometers per hour.
Oh, they're in. They are in.
Sisko to O'Brien.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm taking the ship into the atmosphere.
He's like, no, don't do that. That looks really cool.
There's so much interference, our imaging systems are practically useless.
Oh, no.
Hold this altitude. Any sign of the Karma or the Jem'Hadar?
No, but sensor range is less than 2 kilometers.
Oh my days.
Ships, by hiding in the Badlands, sensor range was limited, so we learned to use an active scan system to navigate.
It works by echolocation.
Oh.
Won't these pulses give away our position as well?
We'd have to alter course and speed after every one.
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing echolocation. We are becoming dolphins, guys.
Laws governing commerce. And I think poor Rom must have gotten confused by all the legalism. Now,
Good try, Quark. Good try.
And you haven't even got the courage to admit it. If we survive this, I'll see that you never work in the Gamma Quadrant again.
Oh my days. Oh, that's not good for business.
We're crossing into another thermal layer.
Holding position at 10 kilometers.
The Defiant really is a sturdy ship.
Well, from the size of it, I'd say it's a Karma.
Oh
They had
no.
2 ships.
Oh no. Oh no.
Shields at 60%.
Return!
A ship fight in the atmosphere.
Hours offline, we're losing altitude.
Try using thrusters to stabilize.
It's no use.
Are we going down?
Munez, you go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you go, buddy. This guy looks kind of random, so he might die.
Pressure at 9 million GSC and still rising.
If we keep losing altitude at this rate, the hull will collapse in less than 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Things were overloaded during the attack. It'll take at least 2 hours to repair them.
But we don't have 2 hours. We have 6 minutes.
I don't see why not.
How long?
20 minutes?
You got 10.
My brother's like, yeah, I could do it in 5.
You okay?
I'm all right.
What's with all these shots of random engineering people?
The Founder's homeworld. We've been up against a dozen Jemadar ships.
That was a sick episode.
I'm going.
Janklo, I'm gonna need a dualytic inverter.
Yeah, we're seeing so many engineering people. This is awesome. Oh my god. I knew one of these randos were gonna die.
If we don't seal off that deck now, we'll lose the entire ship.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to sacrifice some people. You're gonna have to sacrifice. No, Cisco doesn't do sacrifices.
Not quite.
Get out of there as soon as you're done. In about 30 seconds, we're going to have to seal that deck.
Oh my days.
Hit the bridge. I'm sealing the bulkhead now.
Come on, Dax.
Hurry!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my days.
The force field is...
The rando made it out, but Dax didn't.
Juliet!
No. No, he locked himself in there too. Come on, close. Okay, thank you. Are they trapped on this deck?
Bridge.
Oh my god. They're trapped on the deck, I think.
Something to defend ourselves with. Let's start looking for the Karima.
So they think that Dax died.
But you saw right through my little scam and taught me a thing or two about doing business in the Gamma Quadrant.
He's still playing the game.
Could put one over on them. Think what someone like you could do.
Someone with my lobes.
Yeah, your lobes, baby. More like your nose.
You are despicable.
Yes, he is.
I hate the Gamma Quadrant.
So fair. There's only pain and suffering. Every time we go in, it's just pain and suffering.
Helm, come about to course 075, Mark 4.
Are we gonna sneak attack it?
Sir, if it does not locate anything within 50 kilometers, the probe might turn back and home in on the Defiant.
Oh, what?
What if they changed course or moved out of range?
Something tells me they may be closer than you think.
Oh, I love the dialogue. I love the music. Oh my god, this is so good.
Fire.
Oh my days. Oh my god, they're so close. Oh, Kira and Worf knocked out. Oh. No, not Jeremiah, man. Woohoo! Go Quantum Satellite. Let's go.
Save your breath. I don't think there's anybody left alive up there.
Mwah. No, they're all alive, right? They're just knocked out.
Are you all right?
I think so.
This is a really fun episode though, guys. This is a crazy episode. Oh, John, man. John's dead.
Try not to move. He took a bad blow. Get me a med kit.
Oh.
He's got a concussion.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Focus on.
All right.
I will attempt to reach the engine room and take over the ship from there.
Okay, Worf.
Captain. Everything's gonna be all right. But you have to try and stay awake for me.
This is insane.
Because there's gonna be a test later.
My worst fears come true. A test.
Stuck in here? I thought of trying to climb up the turbo lift shaft, but it flooded with gas.
They're in the turbo lift.
Is there anything else I should know?
I only have a few hours of breathable air.
Oh my days.
Thanks anyway.
Everyone is in such a bad position and I love it.
It's funny, a year ago, if you'd done something like this, I would have thought you were just trying to be a hero.
Oh, interesting.
I realize it was just a really stupid thing.
But something Bashir is always going to do.
You're taking this too personally. Okay, I cheated you. I cheat.
I love that he's still trying.
The Karama believe that merchandise has a set value, determined by the raw materials and the labor involved in creating it.
A little different then. Not as greedy. Oh, there we go.
Greed leads to misjudgment, and that can result in a loss of profits.
If there's
Interesting, actually.
gambling,
Gambling is the last recourse of the desperate. Only a fool would risk losing what...
Interesting, the different judgments in profits. You know what I mean? Like they're like the same species, but with different morals when it comes to profits.
They're not laid out properly.
I realize they're not the same as on the bridge, but I had to make some changes because...
I need to be able to ascertain our status at a glance.
Oh, Worf, calm down.
Operate the echolocation system we've been using to track the Jemadar.
I'll do my best.
I expect nothing less.
Okay, Worf, calm down, calm down. Everyone's a little... no one's used to Worf, you know what I mean? But we as an audience are used to Worf. Yeah, you always talk about work.
I get the feeling it's not that way between you and Dax, or you and Chief O'Brien.
No.
And you're not a revered figure in their religions.
Here we go, here it comes back.
You don't like it when I talk about you as the emissary. That's how I think of you.
So interesting.
And maybe that's why sometimes it's hard for me to relax around you.
That makes a lot of sense. Boss and a religious figure.
They go into their field and they see the biggest kava root that they've ever seen. It's as big as a...
That's pretty exciting.
So they decide to sell it in the city.
Sir, I have some...
I want to keep hearing this story, guys.
I'm modulating the deflectors. Might confuse their guidance systems.
Oh no. Oh, just missed. Interesting. What happened? What? It's like a pod.
if that thing explodes, the entire ship will be destroyed. Now, maybe we should try and defuse it.
Wait, that's the torpedo. The torpedo was just like a dud. It didn't explode.
Must be somewhere in here.
This is really cool. Quark disarming a torpedo.
Field generators are already at their limits, compensating for the hull breach on deck 2.
I'm aware of the situation. If you cannot carry out my orders, I will find someone who can.
Oh my days. He's actually a pretty strict captain, or commander.
Can I have a word with you, sir?
Of course.
Well, with all due respect, I think you're riding the men a bit hard.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to understand, they're out of their element. They're not bridge officers.
But at the same time, you gotta run someone hard in a situation like this.
And give them a little encouragement now and then.
I will take it under consideration.
Gonna get even colder. Come here. Better?
Bashir's dream coming true right now.
When I first got to the station, I used to have this fantasy that you and I went off on a runabout together. On some mission.
What am I saying? His dream.
It seemed the only way that you and I could spend any time alone together. You were always avoiding me.
Maybe.
Don't worry, Jetsia. It's been a long time since I had that particular fantasy.
Yeah, how long? Since yesterday?
That's right. You enjoyed being chased and now you miss it. I don't need to, do I?
I like their relationship now.
The plan is going to work. The probe will not be available. I need something else.
The phasers are out of the question. The emitters are completely...
Come on, let them do their thing.
Fine, sir.
And there is one problem. It will overload after the first shot.
I only need one shot.
Okay, let's go.
To make the modifications.
20 minutes?
10 if we bypass the safety.
Look how excited they are. They're like children.
System, what a mess.
Well, we'll worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say. It's your day off.
Worf's really struggling right now. He's like, I gave them free reign.
This can't happen. You can't die.
Yeah, you can't die, Cisco. Doesn't look like it did anything.
But I don't care about that right now, and I am gonna pray. Because I don't know what else to do. I'm losing you, and I can't let that happen.
Wow, wow.
Everything's ready, sir.
You can target the deflector from here.
Good work.
Aww.
Take your posts.
Aw, thank you. Oh my days.
One of these diodes connects the warhead to the power source. The other one is the firing mechanism.
Oh, you gotta guess.
I saw a design schematic once.
No, you're lying, I swear.
At the Ministry of Trade on Karama. We sell these torpedoes to the Jem'Hadar.
Oh, there we go.
Thought you said you never sold substandard merchandise. This was supposed to explode on impact, wasn't it?
That's awesome. Yeah, let's laugh after the torpedo's disarmed.
And if we pick the wrong one, we die!
They're going nuts.
Oh, it's not funny.
Yeah, it's actually not funny.
Choose one.
How?
It's a gamble.
Yeah, intuition.
You just have to reach in and...
Oh my days. That's all his luck. All his life's luck right there.
That was
exhilarating.
Exciting.
Exactly.
The bigger the risk, the bigger the win.
You're in business again, Quark.
What do you say? You want to keep playing?
Let's talk about those Boolean currency fluctuations.
Oh, yeah, we're back in, baby.
The Jem'Hadar hit us pretty bad, and Worf went down to the engine.
No. What happened to the three brothers?
Oh, yeah, I want to know.
Major.
Sir.
Tell me another story.
Oh.
I've got something, sir. It's the Jem'Hadar. They've locked onto the Tetrion pulse.
Stand by, Mr. Stevens.
One shot, Worf. One shot.
Now.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Worf always looks surprised. You know what I mean? Like really wide eyes.
It appears that it will have to be abandoned and its crew brought back to Deep Space Nine until transportation can be arranged to the car.
Dude, who is this guy? I hope he stays. Double!
Left and walk away. Just because one loses a bet doesn't mean one gives up the game.
Oh, there we go.
May I suggest placing your next wager on Double Down?
Put it all on triple over.
Oh my god.
I think that's a big mistake.
Triple over.
He's gonna win, watch. Dumbo!
Oh.
Morn.
17.
He's having a conversation with 17.
Excuse me, Lauren. It's your turn.
For what?
Darts.
Oh, yes, let's go.
It's been, nice.
Aww.
Talking to you.
Aww, Morn.
You for rescuing me.
No.
Yeah, Morn talks too much, guys. He talks too much.
They're shot. It'd be easier to get to the manifolds that way. And then we figured
Proceed at your own discretion, Mr. Stevens.
Oh, yes.
16 hours?
Oh, you can do it in 12.
12. Sure. No problem.
You can give him a little slack, but you can't take your hands off the reins.
Learned a little bit from O'Brien there. That's cool.
Major, it occurred to me that we might consider going to a 4-shift rotation. I think the crew...
Someone mentioned that earlier.
Major, what are you doing for the next few hours?
Oh. Let's talk something not work.
So I thought I'd just relax.
Would you like to go to a baseball game?
Yes!
I'd love to, sir.
Good.
I'll see you there.
Nerys,
Oh, Nerys.
you need one of those.
This is so cool.
Oh, he'll know.
Quarks has hot dogs. He sells hot dogs. Guys, that was a really good episode. That was a really, really good episode. And we got some really cool little character moments in that episode. Oh, I loved it a lot. Season 4 is such a high. Season 4 is such a high. And that was my reaction to Starship Down, episode 6 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And what a good episode. Just like the rest of season 4, Starship Down is such a fantastic episode. We had some great character moments. We had some cool action. We had Jem'Hadar. I don't know. It felt like we kind of covered our bases. Excuse the baseball reference, especially because baseball was mentioned at the end of this episode, which is super awesome because Sisko and Kira are now going to be more than just work friends. You know what I mean? They're going to be friends, just like Dax and Sisko and O'Brien and Sisko, and I really like that stuff. But it felt like the episode covered a lot of bases. We had a Quark storyline. We had a Bashir Dax storyline. We had a Sisko Kira storyline. We had a Worf O'Brien engineering room storyline. Like we kind of covered all, or pretty much all, of our major characters in one episode, sort of excluding Odo because it seemed like Odo was still on the station. But yeah, I don't really know where to start. The Quark stuff was really fun. I really liked how persistent he was with business, and I forget exactly what the people are called that he's dealing with, the business people in the Gamma Quadrant, but it was really fun how that guy he kind of sniffed out all these false taxes and stuff like that super quick. And then while he was reluctant at first, Quark slowly warmed him up to the idea of gambling on Quark again, you know what I mean? I really enjoyed that. The whole bomb thing where they were laughing in the face of death was so awesome. Not laughing because they were brave, laughing because they were so scared. And then when Quark just went, you just have to reach and boop, and just takes the thing out of the bomb. That was really cool. But I really like that little development, and I really like the relationship, the trade relationship that he has with the Gamma Quadrant now. Next, I'll talk about Dax and Bashir. That was a really nice moment when Bashir went and saved Dax. I thought he was just like going to kill himself or something like that, going to the gas, but he actually went into the turbo lift, which was really, really cool. But I really liked the conversation that they had there where Dax was kind of like, you know, like a year ago or whatever, like whenever I first met you, I would have thought that you would trying to be a hero, trying to save me, but I realize now that you're just being stupid, you know what I mean? But really she meant like, I realize now it's just coming from the heart, you know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to be a hero, you just are a hero. No, maybe not are a hero, but you are a kind person who is willing to risk their lives to save people. So thought that was really cool. And then I really liked the conversation that they had where Bashir was just like, you know, when we first met, I had this fantasy of being on a starship with you, just you, and then, you know, it dies or something, and we float adrift in space for a couple days alone, and we have some time to ourselves. And yeah, it is very specific, as Dax says, but I really like that as well. I really like that Bashir is able to talk to Dax about these things now, and I really like that their friendship has grown so much. Like, obviously, I think Bashir still has in some form a crush on Dax. I don't think that'll ever let up. But as he said in that episode where he's in his own mind, where he's like trapped in a coma in his own mind, he sees Dax as a friend first, and he doesn't want to ruin this amazing friendship that he has with her. And so you could just really feel that friendship and that connection between these two characters in this episode, the playfulness that they have with each other, the comfortableness that Dax and Bashir have with each other. I don't know. It was just really nice all around. The Sisko Kira stuff was also really awesome. I mean, Sisko was unconscious for most of this episode, but when he was navigating at the start of the episode and going into the atmosphere and fighting the Jem'Hadar ships and stuff like that, and he just looked super cool. He looked very tired though. He did a lot of like eye rubbing and nose rubbing and stuff like that. He looked a little tired, like this was a little stressing him out, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's why he's bald, because it's a very stressful job. That makes a lot of sense. But it was when he got knocked out and Kira was kind of sitting, I don't know if she was like sitting on him. To me it looked like she was sitting on him, but I think she was just sitting like next to him or around him or something like that. But for some reason my mind was like, why is she sitting on him? Why is she sitting on this guy who's unconscious? But I really liked the conversation that Kira was just kind of having with herself, but also to Sisko, who could definitely hear everything that she was saying. At first she was just babbling on about a 4-shift work rotation or something like that, which he implements at the end probably. But more on that, I loved her confession about the emissary and how he is the emissary and how it can be very hard for her to talk to him because he's a religious figure in her life, and she's kind of opening up to him like she's never really done before. So I really enjoyed that, and I really liked that Cisco is like heard her when he was in that coma-ish state, when she was saying that all we ever talk about is work. I feel like it's not the same with the Dax, with O'Brien and stuff like that. I really like that Cisco took that and offered to go to a baseball game with her. I don't know, it was just really sweet, and I'm excited for that, this friendship to blossom even more, because they're already very close, but they were more like work comrades than like actual friends, I felt, Cisco and Kira. So it's nice, it's gonna be nice to see them become like actual friends, I feel, at this point. And finally, I think my favorite part of the episode was actually the O'Brien Worf engineering room stuff. First of all, it was really cool to see all of the other engineers. I don't know, we don't really see that. We never really get a chance to see a lot of the other crew in most Star Trek episodes, so it was really awesome to get to see these other guys, and I kind of hope that at least one of them comes back. You know, that guy who was highlighted a little bit more than the other, who had that little shot, heroic shot at the very end of the episode? I kind of want him to come back because he was pretty cool. I don't remember his name, but he was pretty cool. But I really like that Worf is just figuring out how to be a commander and how to basically command people and give them orders and tell people what to do. Like, he was being really harsh and very strict at the start, but he learned to kind of let go of that a little bit, let other people figure out what to do, because they're in these jobs for a reason. They're smart, but to also hold the reins at the same time, to just let the reins go slack but still have a hold on them. You know what I mean? It was really awesome, and I loved the chemistry that he had with O'Brien, and I loved that he actually gave O'Brien a chance and listened to O'Brien's thoughts, because O'Brien has been in the engineering guy for a long time, right? So I'm glad that Worf took his thoughts into consideration and implemented them, and it worked out very, very well. So yeah, guys, that is the episode. Let's get into the next one. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 7 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Little Green Men.
Raises capital by selling his boyhood treasures. As you know, my son Nog will be leaving shortly.
No, but yay!
Lead Academy. I'm going to miss him.
Yeah, I will too.
Way to remember him than to purchase one of his very own personal belongings.
It's so interesting. I love these customs.
Ferengi.
Well, the captain sponsored Nog's application to the Academy.
Ferengi at the Academy. I'm not sure that is wise.
Or if we already had this conversation, it's fine.
What is this?
My favorite holosuite program. A visit with the pleasure goddess of Rix. Yours for a mere 10 strips of platinum.
10 strips? Look at Morton in the background. He's like, I want that.
Where'd you get this spring ball racket?
Out of a replicator?
Try out of my
Resell it back.
You're on the bar all along. That's incredible.
Oh my god. Okay, he likes it.
If you hurry, there still might be some choice items left for you to buy.
I'm not here for the sale. Nog has no business going to Starfleet.
Aw, Quark's still so against it.
It's here.
What ship?
What ship?
The ship. Our ship. My ship.
Your ship.
Consortium. He always said that if he became a success, he'd buy me my own ship. No.
I hope it's a really bad ship.
Me?
Because knowing our cousin, it's probably defective merchandise.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And leave the clothes here.
I really want Quark to be supportive of Nog eventually.
All right. Tell me what's wrong with it.
Nothing.
No, there has to be something.
You don't say. And it's all mine. I can go any place I...
No, there has to be a catch, right?
I could take over the bar, and you could fly off into the great unknown, never to return.
That's a dream.
Someplace reasonably far away, but safe. Someplace like...
Earth?
Exact.
Oh, okay, let's go to Earth.
Yes, brother. Thank you, brother. I'll go tell Nog.
Look how happy Rob is.
What contraband to fill her with?
Contraband? I don't want him to get Nog in trouble right now. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So it seems like we have another Ferengi episode. I think we already had a Ferengi episode this season. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about Family Business, but that was pretty close to this episode in season 3 anyways. But even then, I'm excited for it, and I hope that Nog doesn't get in trouble. I have a feeling Quark is going to do something, and since Nog is on the ship, maybe Starfleet will unaccept his offer or something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of stressed.
Here are the codes to operate the holosuite programs.
Mord. Is Mord running the bar?
You keep your eyes on him. Because
it's like in The Visitor, when everyone leaves the station, Mord runs the bar.
As long as he doesn't drink up all your profits.
Better him than one of my Ferengi waiters. They'd rob me blind.
Fair enough.
Taking Nog to Earth.
Yeah, he's just very suspicious.
I'll be counting the days until you get back.
Aww. I love their relationship.
I wonder how many hours you and I spent hanging around up here.
2,147.
Wow, he kept count.
Just kidding.
Okay, never mind.
You know, aside from playing Domjot and watching the Bjorn transport dock, it seems like we spend most of our time doing nothing.
Fair enough.
But I can't think of anyone I'd rather do nothing with than you.
Oh.
Culture, history, geography.
Everything you ever wanted to know about Earth is right there in that pad.
You mean it'll teach me how to attract human female?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thank you. Well, I better be going. My father and Uncle Quark are waiting for me.
Good luck, Nog.
This is so sweet. Quark better not ruin this. Come on, man.
I'll walk you over to the airlock.
Is this actually his goodbye? Like, how long is he going to be gone from the show?
The best.
No, I have chills. I have so many chills. I want to miss Nog. You better come back soon for a vacation.
Let alone banking, speculative investments, or a unified global economy.
They're a primitive, backward people, Nog.
With a simple barter system to leaders of a vast interstellar federation in only 5,000 years.
Yeah, that's impressive.
The speed of technological advancement isn't nearly as important as short-term quarterly gains. Get this thing going.
Day or two won't make any difference.
What are you talking about?
The shipment of chemosite that you're smuggling in the cargo.
Oh my days.
And highly profitable, especially if we make a side trip to Orion on the way home from Earth.
I'm not gonna do that.
When did you get to be so smart?
I've always been smart, brother.
Yeah,
I just lack self-confidence.
Ha! There we go.
As a Starfleet cadet, it's my duty to report any violation of Federation law to my superiors immediately. But then again, I haven't been sworn in yet. I'll take 10%.
Okay. It's kind of a weird looking ship, I can't lie.
Father, have you ever heard of the Bell Riots?
Don't bother me now.
Oh, I have.
But doesn't this Gabriel
We
Bell
were there.
just like Captain Sisko?
It is Cisco.
Told you to take us out of warp.
I'm trying, brother, but the warp core isn't responding.
Oh no.
The only way this could have happened is if the command sequencer was designed to fail.
Oh my god.
Could continue accelerating until it tears itself apart and scatters our remains halfway across the quadrant.
That is not a good thing to do.
Sight. If we vent plasma from the warp core into the cargo,
Yes, Rob.
we may be able to start a cascade reaction in the chemo.
Yes, Rob, he's so smart, dude.
Dispersion wave in the warp field and force the ship back.
Yeah, Nog's like, I don't know what he's saying.
To make an emergency landing.
Rom, you're a genius.
Yeah, Rob actually is a genius. Oh my days. Oh my days, they just dissolved or something. Where are they? We're on Earth, it looks like. But where and when, maybe? No way. No way we went back in time.
Get me General Denning. Tell him one of the Martians is awake.
No way. We went back in time. That's so awesome. 1947. That's awesome.
You keep him there until I tell you to let him go. Did you take care of that idiot in Roswell who told the press we captured a flying saucer?
Oh my god, this was Roswell, New Mexico.
Turns out it was just a weather balloon.
Weather balloon?
Way to come up with something.
Quark is Roswell.
I'm not telling the public anything until we find out exactly what we're up against.
You're not really up against much, I can't say.
Yeah, please, Glenn. Skinlaw Pova.
Oh my god, because they don't have the translators and stuff.
Hey! Is anybody out there? What you do with my ship? I want my ship back.
He's trying to break out.
No, he's not. Calm down.
Ask you here just because you're Nurse Garland's fiance. I need someone to talk to these Martians. You're elected.
What a job. What a job to do.
It was your idea to use Gala's shuttle.
And you were the one who said it was safe.
Leave him alone. If it wasn't for my father, we'd all be dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Where's the blessed exchequer? Where are the celestial auctioneers? And why are we bidding for our new lives?
I love that this is a thing.
Welcome to Earth. We mean you no harm.
They're like, what?
Did you understand a word of that?
Our universal translators must be malfunctioning.
She may be honest.
This is awesome.
Recognize those uniforms from my guidebook. They're from the 20th century.
The 20th century? You mean we traveled back through time?
Yeah, you did.
From one of the old nation states. Australia or something.
Pretty much Australia.
I'd always heard primitive humans lacked intelligence, but I had no idea they were this stupid.
They were violent, petty, bigoted, and selfish.
Nog agrees they were stupid. This is such a good episode. This is such a good concept for an episode.
I wonder if the third one's related too.
For all we know, it could be the mother.
If she is the mother, she's quite...
Yeah, she's a mother.
Or I suppose it could be beta radiation, but that's only produced by nuclear fission.
Oh, wait.
Crude nuclear reactors as weapons.
Yeah.
They call them atom bombs. They used to blow them up all the time.
All the time? Let's not say all the time, because there's only been 2 so far. I guess there's been a bunch of tests, though.
He seems to want something from you.
You'd better tell him I'm your girl.
Ja, wszystko glip, dosta Grenla.
He wants the thing in your hair, right?
If you say so, Professor. Here you go.
Ah, thank you.
I don't know why we can't bring in a few more experts.
Let's face it, Jeff, when it comes to beings from another planet, we don't have it.
Double cigarettes.
Mankind could have rocket ships of our own. We could travel the galaxy, exploring new worlds and
60s, you'll have rocket ships. You'll have a rocket ship.
Here we are in the middle of one of the greatest discoveries in human history, and all I can think about is what you're gonna look like in your wedding dress.
Oh, you romantic.
What's that disgusting smell?
Yeah, me whenever I smoke cigarettes.
Frequently, it destroys the internal organs.
If it's so deadly, then why do they use
It's fascinating. I would have expected creatures of their technological sophistication to communicate telepathically.
Why telepathically?
President Truman's an impatient man. He wants answers, and he wants them now.
Jeff, General Denning, I think you'd better come inside right away.
They can understand you now. The translators are working.
My name is Quark.
Oh, yes.
I've been sent by my people to open up a market for advanced Ferengi technology.
What kind of technology are you talking about?
How would you like to travel beyond?
Quark, don't do this, man.
We have machines that can produce food and clothing out of thin air.
What about weapons?
Weapons?
Why do you want weapons?
What do you use for currency around here? Latinum? Dilithium?
We use dollars.
Dollars?
You might be some kind of Martian.
Ferengi.
Whatever. But the more we talk, the more you remind me of my brother-in-law.
I hate my brother-in-law.
If you're not interested, just say so. I'm sure I can do business with one of your planet's other nations.
Oh my god.
To be honest, I'd much rather work with you Australians.
Americans.
Ah, same thing, same thing.
Poisoning your bodies with tobacco and atom bombs. Sooner or later, that kind of stuff will kill you.
It will, yeah.
Root beer.
Yeah.
Darts.
There we go.
Atom bombs. It's quite a fascinating...
The 4 things he knows about Earth. Dude, what the heck? This is so awesome. Are we gonna see President Truman in this episode?
Nurse Garland, I'm having trouble with my ear again. Could you massage it some more? Much better.
You know, come to think of it, My ear's bothering me too.
Something about that female that I don't like. She's so cheerful.
What about the general?
Yeah, women can't be cheerful. No, no, no.
Forgot to take that thing with them.
Aww. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was unexpected.
That's right. Now I'm stuck here with you. Now listen carefully because we don't have much time.
I'm glad Odo's here though.
If there's enough chemosite left, there might be a way to get back to our own time.
How?
If we find a sufficiently powerful energy source,
like a nuclear bomb or something?
We stay here, and inside of a year, we'll be running this place.
You mean the military base?
I mean the whole planet.
Just a military base for Rom.
You mean like you?
Yeah. These are humans I can understand. Forget this timeline. The one we're going to create will be better. Once we get things in order,
I am
we'll
interested
contact
though. I would like to see Quark's timeline.
And you're all going to be on it.
I'm not going back.
Quark, I'm gonna force you back on that ship. Orders just came in. Let's give him what he wants.
Not as dumb as he looks. He's not about to make a deal with these aliens until we learn more about them.
And how does the president propose?
Piano playing Democrat though?
Don't worry, General. I'll find out what those Martians are up to.
See that you do.
I'm gonna guess that the general's a Republican. By the way that he insulted the president.
That's a good place to start. Why don't you tell me everything you know about the Russians?
I know nothing about Russia.
Needles!
Captain, this is wrong. These people are our guests.
They're not people, they're things.
What? Calm down.
Needles are gonna be the least of your worries. You know, Doc.
That's not torture, Quark.
Which one should we start with? The loud one? The little one? Or the quiet one?
No!
The warp core was sabotaged. It's all Cousin Gaylor's fault.
Yeah, there we go.
Go home. I want my...
Yeah, Rom broke instantly.
We're advanced scouts for the Ferengi invasion fleet. I knew it.
See, that's what he believes in.
Preparing for the attack.
I'm telling you, this is crazy. Nah.
Nog!
You're like children.
Nog said exactly
Always walking around
what
with
the
your
captain
heads in
wanted
the
to hear.
clouds. Keep talking.
It's like a conspiracy theorist.
You mean your people are going to invade Cleveland?
No, not Cleveland. Right.
Yes!
We're all grateful, but couldn't you have done that an hour ago?
We've got to get you out of here.
Won't you get in trouble for this?
I mean, maybe, but...
Hey, we forced them to help us by using our,
Your insidious mind control powers.
Yes!
with my death ray.
It's a lot
Oh my
like a
God.
finger to me.
It looks like a lot like a finger to me. Watch Odo be the car. That would be so epic.
7 minutes from now.
Don't worry. We'll get there.
Thanks for your help. You may be humans, but you're okay by me.
Oh, wait, this is a turning point for Quark, maybe.
Trust me, the galaxy is a pretty rough place. You people are much better off staying right here on Earth.
Let's go, Quark.
Quark's still trying to change the future a little bit, though. Cool.
About what, Captain? All we ever found was a crashed weather balloon.
Haha, conspiracy.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
What year is this?
Good question.
What's that flashing indicator?
We're being hailed.
Yes.
We'll send a ship to tractor you to a docking facility.
We'll be waiting.
Oh, yeah, they made it back.
Oh, it's good to be home. I bet you can't wait to see the bar again.
The bar? I could rule the...
Oh.
Rom, get me a lawyer.
I'll contact Cousin Gala. I'm sure he'll know a good one.
Rom, you idiot!
Oh, look at him. Guys, that was a good episode. That was really unexpected. That was really unexpected. The whole conspiracy, Roswell, New Mexico stuff, and going back in time. That was so awesome. And that was my reaction to episode 7 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Little Green Men. And everyone in the chat was right. This episode was so much fun. It was so cool just seeing the past, you know what I mean? Like going back in time, and with Quark and Nog and Rom especially, and Odo I guess as well, just a group of people I never would have expected to go back in time to Earth in the first place, but them going back in time to 1947 and to be the aliens in what I'm pretty sure is the Roswell, New Mexico like conspiracy theory, that was just so awesome. What a creative thing to do, and what a just really fun episode, a really good Ferengi episode that wasn't about business. This is one of the first episodes, maybe even the first episode of Ferengi that is centered around Ferengi, that isn't necessarily about business, even though there was some business strategizing in this episode. Quark trying to portray his business and give away some of his business, give away some technologies to the humans, or else he'll go over to Russia if Australia if Australia doesn't buy, America. But yeah, where do I start with this episode? I'm gonna start with Rom. I really liked Rom in this episode a lot. I really liked how smart he was and how much he was portraying his engineering capabilities. We've seen it before. He's talked about it before. Even Nog has said it to Sisko when he was giving Sisko that speech about why he wants to be in Starfleet Academy. Even Nog was like, yeah, my brother, he's so good with tech, like he's so smart and he'll figure out these solutions to problems and stuff like that. He just doesn't have the lobes for business. And we can see that here while he's piloting the ship and engineering the ship at the same time, and he's doing all these crazy solutions to these problems, and everyone else like Nog and Quark are just like, what the heck are you saying? Just do it, bro. Just do it. Like, we don't know what you're saying. But I really like that. And I really like there was a line in this episode where someone, I think Quark was like, wow, you're so smart. You know what I mean? And then Rom basically replied with, I just lacked confidence, but I've always been smart. You know what I mean? I really like that line a lot because he's gained a lot of confidence since he first appeared in DS9. And I think he's going to keep gaining confidence. He had some lobes for business in this episode. The smile at the very end when Quark was going to jail for a few weeks. I really loved him in this episode. Nog as well. Nog was really great in this episode. I felt like after they got to old time Earth, he was less important in the episode. Like, I was more of a Rom Quark episode and Nog was just there, maybe just giving some historical advice to Quark and Rom and stuff like that. But at the start of this episode, when he was leaving, when he was selling his stuff and Rom was so proud of him, and then, you know, he's selling his little tooth sharpener to Worf, that was really cool. And then just when he was talking to Jake and they were standing there and Jake's like, how many hours have we stood here doing this? And then when Jake was just like, you know, it feels like we do some things, but most of the time we just do nothing together. And then Nog was like, there's no one I'd rather do nothing with than you. Oh, that was so sweet, and I'm really gonna miss their chemistry on DS9. But Nog is officially at Starfleet Academy. He was dropped off. He did not go back with Rom and Quark at the end of this episode, meaning he is starting his training at Starfleet, which is super cool, and I'm really excited to see where that goes. But I hope to see him sooner rather than later because I love Nog as a character and I really like his chemistry with Jake. So I hope to see them again in this season, at least once, maybe twice, but at least once. I hope to see them reunite, maybe at the end of this season. I don't know, that would be really sweet. And then of course Quark in this episode was a little menace to society as always, trying to scheme in some business and stuff like that. But I really liked, I don't know, it was kind of funny when he was screaming. Obviously the needle was going in like 5 times, so I would be screaming too, but I don't know, his scream was really fun. I never heard his scream. I loved how panicked he was when Nog was saying that they were here for battle, basically. I thought they were like scouts for battle. I thought that was really, really funny. But Quark was just Quark in this episode. Maybe his opinion of humans has gone down from horrible to a little horrible, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I think he still dislikes humans and humanity and stuff like that, but there was some semblance of respect at the end of this episode, especially for those 2 people that helped him. There was like some semblance of, oh, maybe you're not as bad as I thought towards the human species. So maybe this will help him open up to Nog being in Starfleet. I don't know, but I think this was an important episode for that. And also, it was just a fun episode as well, going to the US in 1947, being the aliens in the Roswell conspiracy was just so much fun. And then also just seeing like how conspiracies and how people are just so locked in their own mindset. Like that general guy or the commander guy, they just believed that these Ferengis, or I guess they were calling them Martians, they believed that these Martians were here for war. And no matter how many times Quark and Rom and Nog said that they weren't here for war, they only believed that they were here for war. So when Nog was like, oh yeah, we're here for war, he's like, I knew it. And it's the only solution that they would believe. And it's exactly how conspiracy theorists work. Conspiracy theorists, or like people, let's say like you're a flat earther, for example, they'll look at the flat earth and they'll find all of this information that goes towards the flat earth theory, you know what I mean? But as soon as someone points out evidence that is tangible for a globe earth, for what the earth actually is, they go, no, that's not real, you know what I mean? They just deny any evidence for the sake of their own argument, you know what I mean? And it's exactly how that happened in this episode. So really interesting little conversation there. Anyways, that is the end of my reactions this week for Starship Down and Little Green Little Green Men. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Right now on Patreon, you can check out a bunch of Season 4 episodes. You can check out Episode 8 and 9, The Sword of Khalees and Our Man Bashir, as well as Episode 10, 11, 12, and 13, Homefront, Paradise Lost, Crossfire, and Return to Grace, all on Patreon right now for your viewing pleasure. If not, I will see you next week on YouTube, hopefully for the premiere. If not, I'll just see you next week on YouTube in the comment section, hopefully for Episode 8 and 9 of Season 4 Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Sword of Khalees and Our Man Bashir. I'm really excited for Our Man Bashir. I know I love Bashir, so an episode around Bashir is going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reactions.